Hey, welcome back to the channel. We have finally finished the $55 Doodlebug project. I will insert a photo of what the bike looked like when we picked it up. And that way you guys can see the comparison between the two. Yeah, it's not my best work. This build was actually quite challenging. Front forks were bent when we picked up the bike, so we had to, with the help of management here at Totu Bravo, bend those forks back into not perfect but almost perfect condition. The paint on the frame was a complete train wreck. Took a lot of work on the frame. We started off with the Rust-Oleum premium gloss red paint, but even with primer, I noticed that it wasn't covering a lot of the problem areas very well. So we went to Rust-Oleum premium lacquer matte red paint, and that really covered a lot of actually the paint coverage was a lot better. It covered a lot of the blemishes more effectively, and it has a little bit of a metal flake to it. You probably can't tell today because it's so overcast, but there's a little metal flake to the frame. So that's what we went with. That again, that was the Rust-Oleum premium lacquer matte red, so it doesn't look too bad. We complemented the build with these Pro Taper Synergy full density MX grips. That's the packaging for those right there. It says 1 soft traction top, 2 inner core, Pro Taper Synergy. So that's what we use for the grips on both sides. You can see them, very sharp looking grips. For the foot pegs, didn't have both of the OEM foot pegs. So if you will focus down here, if you look here, what we ended up with was Ben Laurie. This is off of Amazon. Ben Laurie is the name. Made in China. Ben Laurie black something Dyna Road King. Perhaps it's for a Harley, but if you go on, here's the number, the part number. Again, it's called Ben Laurie. And what we did was, because we always have a little overhang on the 212, on the Doodlebugs, I decided to go with these as a replacement. So I cranked these down, mounted them with a bolt, as you see, and they were pretty secure at that point. But I have also tack welded. This one's tack welded here, and the other one on the other side is tack welded on the other side. So they're not movable at this point. I prefer it that way. I have the baseball bat wrap up here because there's no stops on the handlebar assembly. It will, as you turn left or right, bang into the frame. So I've added that, just like I did on the previous Doodlebug build. We went with the Amazon hydraulic brake like we did the previous Doodlebug build, and you can see down there, fits perfectly. No problems there. Very nice brake setup for these bikes. It's perfect. We went with I'm going to call this a stage 1.75. This Predator 212 Hemi is set up in a stage 1.75, and I'll explain myself real quick. We've got the stage 1 kit, which is the improved air intake assembly with the jetting, improved jetting for the main jet on the carburetor. We removed the 73 main jet and added the 90 main jet like we did on the previous Doodlebug setup. And as you can see, if you look right here, we added the header exhaust, as well as an upgraded flywheel, which if you look at the previous videos, that was the indigenous cacao bird from Pennsylvania. They are very bothersome, sometimes very loud. You have to be very vigilant of the cacao bird. But anyways, back to what we were talking about. We upgraded the flywheel to a flywheel, a Hemi flywheel from eBay, and I'll insert photo for the entire kit. I think it's rated for 8 or 10,000 RPM, more than we'll ever pull on this particular bike. We've also upgraded, if you look at the same photo, an ARC billet rod. So 1.75 stage kit, intake, exhaust, upgraded flywheel, upgraded rod for the piston. It also came with a flat top piston, but I just kept the flat top piston that was in here, as well as an improved, or so they say, spark plug there. So that's our 1.75. In order for it to be a stage 2 kit, in my opinion, I would have had to have also added a cam, which we did not. Also, you can see, if you've watched the previous videos with the blue Doodlebug, with the running of the header, we take the rear fender and I cut them. I like to have the fender on there. I like the aesthetic value of it. This one didn't cut as nicely as the blue for some reason. This one heated up the paint to the point where it bubbled at the ends, but there wasn't a whole lot I could do with that at that point. I wasn't going to sand it down and start over with the lines and such. I was just going to keep it and run with it as is. But we did the same cut. We just went a little higher on the bottom, and we ran the lip up here before it was flush. We ran it out a little more. I think next time I might bring the top out another ½ inch and the bottom out another whole inch, if and when we do it again. The seat, which was the original Baja Doodlebug seat, you saw that we discovered this underneath the yellow cover that was on it when we got the previous Doodlebug. So this isn't the seat that came with this Doodlebug. That seat was if you look at the pictures, was an incorrect seat. That was for a DB30 Viper. So this seat is off of the blue Doodlebug, which was yellow. When we took the yellow cover off, we found that it had an almost near perfect seat underneath. So that's where we got the seat from. You can see that we went with the black lines on the fenders for this particular model. We went with number 88 on this one. The previous Doodlebug was 77. Something new that we added here, because this is a Governor Delete engine, I forgot to mention that earlier. This engine is a Governor Delete. We went with the OMB Warehouse's throttle assembly Governor Delete setup. And I'm not going to go into this. I'm not sure I like this yet. You can see that we do have full function, full throttle. I'm not sure. The jury's still out on this, but that's what we went with. I'll let you guys know later in the video if this bike doesn't sell right away whether I like that setup or not. I may just continue to go with the Governor bypass with the zip tie, and then stage 1 kit, air intake, header, improved flywheel, and 18-pound springs. Oh yeah, by the way, another thing I forgot. Good Lord. We also upgraded to 26-pound springs on this engine also. So we got the 26-pound springs on here too. So we shouldn't have any valve float. We shouldn't have a rod break. We shouldn't have a flywheel come apart. This bike should hold together very well. Should be no issues. What else did we do? We'll do a quick walk around. We also added, right here in front of us, if you look at the throttle right here, and I'll insert a photo, this is a Nibby throttle. And it is the Nibby Racing Nibby adjustable throttle, handle bar black, and I think this is under Amazon. It's listed as universal. It doesn't say it on here, but I know on the description it was like Nibby throttle universal black. So that's what we went with as far as the throttles. I really like these. I put one of these on the I put one of these on the blue Doodlebug and also on the Coleman 200U-EX. These things are amazing. I won't do anything else other than these from now on. The OEM throttle stuff is garbage compared to that, in my opinion. So let's do a quick walk around of the Doodlebug. Oh yeah, we also did the new bearings for the front wheel, new bearings for the rear wheel, new bearings for the handlebar, new front tire, new rear tire. So let's go ahead and do that. Walk around real quick. See that nibby throttle. The hydraulic brake assembly there. We've also added the Go Power Sports chain guard / clutch guard there, so you don't get yourself all wrapped up in there and tore up. Good looking bike though all around. Good view from the back. Baja Motorsports. This seat wasn't this scuffed up, but early in the videos, during the adjustment of the throttle, the bike did flip on me, and unfortunately we scuffed up that seat, but we're just going to have to live with that because it's still in really good condition, too good of a condition to replace. So this is where we're at, this is what we've got, and this is what we're ending with. Doodlebug number 2. Again, it's in the Rust-Oleum, premium Rust-Oleum lacquer matte red paint. Good look from the front, and she's got a lot of guts to her. It's pretty fast. We haven't done a top speed yet. We will do a ride video with her, and I'll insert some of that footage too. wrap up this video. So this is Tow 2 Bravo. I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you like the build videos. Like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think. Again, it's not my favorite build thus far, but it's a good build. It was challenging. It was a lot more challenging than several of the others. So this is Tow 2 Bravo. I appreciate you guys watching. Let's go ahead and fire it up real quick, and then we'll wrap the video up. All right, kill switch good, kill switch good. Choke back. Alright, so again, this is Tow 2 Bravo. I appreciate you watching. Until I see you out on the trails again or in the garage. Like, subscribe. Until I see you again, thank you very much.